again. We're going down to mid-Canterbury. We're on the outskirts of Rangiora right now in North Canterbury, and we're going to a place in Kuwi, mid-Canterbury, just out from Christchurch, probably around about 50 miles. Should be there in about an hour. And we're seeing a guy, Hamish, and he's got quite an incredible vehicle. Just got 2 weeks ago, a Holden Ute, 1970 Holden Ute, which is pretty special by itself, but it's got 18,000 miles. Can't really believe that. If it is, it'll be the oldest, probably low mileage Holden Ute in New Zealand, I would say. But we'll find out, won't we? Let's go. I'm Dave. He's Pete. Nice house. Cool. Let's go and have a check to Hamish. He's over there.
How you going?
Good. Oh, I can't. I'm excited to see this.
Yeah? Couple of cool old rockets, mate, from
super
yesteryear.
cool. That's super cool. Not that this is not. This is super cool also.
Yeah, I actually really love this car. It's quite special.
So it's a Premier.
It's a Premier. It's a HK Premier, so first of the big-bodied Premiers.
Yep.
Or first of the big-bodied Holdens, I'd say.
So the year is
1968.
68.
Yep. And it's factory burgundy, and it has what's called a Yalunga maroon interior.
How do they get names like that?
Well, it's an Australian name, isn't it? It's just one of those lovely old cars. Yeah, smells like a Holden, like it should. Grouse old thing. It's got a 186S motor in it and a 3-speed manual.
S stands for?
Well, sport, I imagine. But like the S came out in the Monaros and stuff like that. Remember the 2850S Tiranas?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So they have different webbing in the block. Apparently, the blocks are stronger.
Okay.
Yeah, they are a different engine. It's stamped on the motor that it's an S. The man was a fisherman. Really nice guy, actually. The man was a fisherman. Spent a lot of time like over in sort of Argentina kind of way. Oh, and I don't think he'd been able to pick it up from the panel shop that it was in. So when I bought it, it had a lot of overspray on the car.
So we have a look inside. Can we open the door?
Absolutely.
Now you guys can't get this on whatever, but you can't get the smell. The smell in these things is great.
Showing 80,000 miles on the speedo. And the car drives like it actually. It may have done more. This came out with this carburetor here. Was its factory carburetor. This is the Stromberg. The S motor would have had the 2-barrel. This is a single barrel carburetor. Okay. And this has just been freshly rebuilt last night, and it's for the Ute. This is a 1966 HR Holden Premier. The colour is Lansale Gold, which we're going to put back to Lansale Gold.
All about here, is it?
Yeah, that's the colour that's on the roof of the car.
Well, I've seen it on TV, and it doesn't take long. It's only a 5-minute job, isn't it?
It took me a lot longer than 5 minutes.
Yeah, I am surprised.
But it was, you know, like, I love the car, you know, like they're a neat old car, and it's just, like I say, I couldn't buy an HR guard for it, so
you can't glue these.
You can't glue them.
They've got to be welded, and it takes a lot of time. What you see on TV doesn't happen in reality.
No.
Yeah, tell me the story on this one here, because you've got a 1969 or 70.
This vehicle is it's actually a 1969 Holden HT utility.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
So you found it a couple of weeks ago somewhere?
Yeah, found it a couple of weeks ago.
There you go. There you go. sat on. Now you realise it's 80,000 miles.
Yeah.
Not 180,000
Very, very
miles.
clean. All the seams, like I say, I think they slept in the back of it. It doesn't look like it's ever really carried a load. Certainly nothing's been rolling around in the back of it.
No. And it's got a obviously a wood deck on it.
Yes, factory. Pretty genuine old vehicle. You know, like very, very hard to find something like that in this condition in this day and age. That don't exist.
I've never heard of one.
This is the best one I've ever seen.
You've been in the game for how long?
Like I started in a wrecker's yard when I was 12 years old. So I've seen all this stuff come through, and I still haven't seen one that's good.
I'm going to sit in this. This is the memory back on the old farm. Original radio. Glove box. It's seat is not even cracked. Door cards, headliner. Oh, look at this. Your AA stickers. Always look at stickers. They give you so much information.
You can see it's never had one of their
Hang on,
late
we'll
models.
fold up. Well, that date 4/11/82. 82.
But it only done what 12,000 miles in 10, 12 years.
1979 to 1980.
Yeah, it was this last registration.
The rego sticker.
Under here you've got your mighty 161. And
So 161 is cubic inches.
Yes, 161 cubic inches. That's right. They're only 2.5 litre or just over or just under. This is all a genuine car. This has not been restored. And here it came with the Holden owner's manual, which tells you safety, general care of your vehicle. Book's in very, very good condition. I don't think it's ever been out of the car.
Yeah.
Probably hasn't been read, you know, but that's in good condition. This is a 1973 VJ Valiant Charger. It's a New Zealand assembled Valiant Charger. So there were 863 New Zealand assembled VJ Chargers. It's one of 190 done in the purple, which is called, I think it's called Plum, or something like that. The car was registered, it was sold and registered the day after I was born. So it was sold and registered on the 30th of October 1973, the day before that I was born. So this car here has been a Nelson Blenheim car its entire life. Very original car. It's showing 199,000 kilometres.
Okay.
It's never had a spanner to the motor apart from a water pump that I did that let go on me. It's not a factory 3-speed manual, but somebody's put a 3-speed manual in it because the autos weren't sort of super fantastic.
So you think it came out with an auto?
It was a Borg Warner 35 automatic vehicle from new.
So there's a little bit of work in doing that, changing that over.
Yeah, but it's been done very, very well. Since I've had the car, I've put a new clutch, thrust bearing, pressure plate, all the little bits and pieces that you do.
Here's your Chrysler connection. Colour, American connection. Colour, dash, and the most exciting of the whole lot is the fuel cap. Everybody loves these. For an Aussie car on the back, for the American cars on the side.
Yeah, centre fill, so you can pull up at either side of the pump. Your original 265 with original kilometres on it. I've upgraded the distributor, put a Hemi Performance one on it, and a coil and a water pump, but that's all it's had. You see this one here this is number 801 of 863 New Zealand assembled Valiant Chargers. So
assembled where?
Assembled in Todd Motors and Porirua.
Yeah,
in Wellington.
Yeah, exactly.
So they only made 863 VJs. This is a 1970 VF Regal hardtop. called a Valiant coupe. Original door cards, original hood lining, dash. Seats have been reupholstered because they were old and split and tatty, and the carpet was replaced, but that's all that's been done to the inside. Original seat belts.
A great pillarless
I bought
and
this,
a vinyl roof.
and a vinyl roof.
And a vinyl
Yep.
roof.
I bought this car off the side of the road when I was 17 years old. Story is that the gentleman that had it, it was his brother's car. His brother passed away, left him the car. His name was Roy Huddleston. I bought the car off a man called Kim Huddleston. I went back to see this gentleman 5 times over a period of about 6 months before he'd let me buy the car off him. He just thought I was a young idiot that was going to wrap it around a pole.
Yep.
And I told him it's not that at all. I wanted the car because I loved the shape of the car, and I told him it's going to be my forever car. So I was 17 then, and I'm 48 now. I've been true to my word. I've still got the car. He did tell me, he said to me, he says, I will see this car again one day, and he says, if I will stop you in the street. And he says, I want to see inside the boot of it. And I said, why is that? And he says, before my brother died, he put a Jim Beam cowboy sticker in the boot on the back board of the seat. And he says, if I see you on the road, he says, I want to pull this over and pull it open. And I said, yep, no problem. About 5 years ago, I was going past his house on the way to a wedding, and he was standing there with his walking stick out the front of the house, and I went, that's Kim. I pulled over and stopped, and he stood there and he looked at it and he goes, that's the Valiant. And I went, that's right. And he says, Hamish. And I went, yeah, that's right. He said, you were the bloody lout that bought this thing off me, weren't you? And I went, yeah, that's right. He says, open the boot. So I opened the boot, and down in here,
there it is.
There it is. His dead brother put that sticker on the car just before he died, and it's the Jim Beam cowboy leaning on the bottom. I stayed true to my word and I kept it.
64,159 miles.
This is a small block 318,
Man,
which
that's
is
a wide motor.
Which is 60 over. As I said, it's got a 570 Street Avenger, it's got an air gap manifold, it's got a tidy cam, it gets the car along the road very, very well, it's very sprightly.
Look at this thing.
So this is a real special car. Very special car. Yes, it's a race car. It's just a race car, but it's a road registered race car. So you need a motorsport authority card to drive it because it's got a full forward facing. It's got a full forward roll cage in it. car's very quick, very nimble, very agile. It's got 410 horsepower at the flywheel, 350 at the tyres. It's got a 5-speed manual. It's got a cat.
That weighs what? What do you reckon
Well,
that
yeah,
weighs?
I think they're about 12, between 12 and 1300 kgs. The paint and panel on this car is spectacular. Beautiful. Yeah, open it up. He built it. He bought it as a road going, registered and warranted Valiant Charger, and then he did this to it.
What okay, what sort of revs would that go up to?
Revs?
What do you rev it up to?
Oh, it's probably, you know, like Hemi's aren't renowned to be massive revers, but it's probably comfortable up to sort of 5, 6, 6.5 k.
Which is
You know that you don't want to stretch it any more than that too much. But with the 5 gears, it gets very, very fast, very, very quickly.
wow, you're in.
Yeah, you're in.
Man, this holds you.
You didn't leave the keys in there, did you, Hamish?
Yeah, I did.
He'll be off in it.
Oh, if you can
No.
drive it.
No, I don't know if I would. Oh, this would be super scary. But enjoyable.
Very. So it's got a 780 Dominator carb on it.
780.
The last owner of this car, the guy that built it, Brandon, was, I actually take my hat off to him. He built a very, very good car
Thanks, Hamish.
No, more than welcome.
Been awesome. Absolutely awesome. What a collection.